have been well trained.
No.
You don't have to carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Or do not.
I'm not afraid.
There is no try.
All right, we are at the top 4 game. We have the top table here. Lee on the right, pomazing it away. Brian on the left, who's our eUnkar 9's Trooper deck.
I love that deck.
It's a friendly gesture of good luckiness.
I'm a big fan of 9s. I run a 9s deck.
Yes, I know. You almost beat me with it.
So close.
Except
We'll find
the game
out.
started.
I know.
So I couldn't finish
timeout, pause. Hopefully mess up Jason's momentum. So fast hands.
We're already playing.
Quicken out, man.
Yeah,
Fast hands are out and running. These
Fast
guys are-
hands on Poe on the right.
Boom, boom.
Maz has Cunning on the left. eUnkar 9's Trooper. It looks like they've already got salvage stand. 2 of them on the table.
Oh. It's a good card, too. That's going to help generate some resources. And a 9s deck is can be a heavy resource deck if you want to get that Trooper and 9s fairly well loaded up with weapons. Once you get a couple out on 9s, you can start overriding them, which is great, but it's a little costly to get those big ticket items out there early on. So Lee rolling in with Maza. Sorry. Jason and I beating each other up here at the broadcast table.
Pretty much. And for those who are curious, the other top 4 table is a glorious battle between 2 Pomazes.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so top 4, we're looking at 3 Pomaz decks and 1
I'm still
eUnkar
not
9's
surprised.
Trooper.
And I know some people are probably grimacing about that, but I'm not surprised. Not for here. Maybe I think we'll see different decks in the store championship tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be great to see some
So
other
if you want
stuff.
some variety, come back tomorrow. We'll hopefully give you some. Because I've talked to several players here, so I think we're going to have a little bit of a different crowd here tomorrow too. So should very well see some different decks.
Yeah, a lot of the people who are playing the store championship are X-Wars today, or X-Wing.
X-Wing.
We're at
X-Wars, yeah.
Ooh, aptly named.
Oh, electroshocking that die of 9s. Dang. So he's got to re-roll here to try to get some damage sides and getting a little help from his blasters.
They are playing fast.
So Lee is claiming the battlefield and 2 damage. Coming over to, I think we set it to Poe. So Poe's going to lose those shields. Yep. We've already got Cunning on the table, which, like we mentioned earlier, is just, if you roll it right, is just another Poe die. We're ironing out some details here on what resources have been spent, just to clarify. And then we are already moving on to round 2.
Yeah, these 2 do not waste any time.
Woo. Talk about fast hands. These guys have fast hands.
I see what you did there.
Punny humor here, folks, all day. Oh, okay. We're activating Poe here. Looks like he played hit and run. Oh, we've got a Poe special on the table, so what is he going to pull out of his hand? He had some thermal detonators earlier throwing them around, so let's see what U-Wing out in Shablamo.
Yeah, 2 damage all across the field.
So at least now Brian can rest assured both U-Wings have now come to the table and gone, so he's not going to see that card again. Yeah, so we're going to disrupt. So this eMaz deck's already throwing some heavy damage over here at our good friends Trooper, 9s, and eUnkar. Discarding Lost Cat and Mouse. Ah.
Meow.
I was gonna say, too many shields are happening over there on Poe, but one slid over.
Looks like a Han Ray deck.
Well, I
All
know.
these shields. What is going on?
Lee,
here?
I didn't see Lee generate this many shields at all last time, so he's taking them while he's getting them, getting some protection. Because if Brian starts getting some weapons out, the goal here with a 9s deck, you want to get weapons out on 9s and just keep getting weapons out on 9s. It kind of has a similar thought process to eMaz. eMaz, you roll a special and you attack with it. 9s, you continue to roll out weapons. He's got the, oh no, Riot, that beautiful, beautiful Riot baton. Rolled a blank. I think he forgot about its ability that he could re-roll it.
And
There we go.
For those out in the Twitch sphere, we adjusted a couple settings on our end to deal with our less than stellar internet connection. So hopefully the
Sorry
stream
about
is a
that,
little
guys.
bit better for you.
We're working on a Wi-Fi, so we're doing the best we can.
Yeah. I don't know why these places don't have hardwires anymore. Like cables go into walls.
They do. The world is becoming more digitalized.
I could try a mobile hotspot, but if I did that, then I should switch to an unlimited data plan for just such a
You
thing.
should.
Yeah.
They make those.
But I have like one dot,
Oh, that's
which is
not
the
gonna
equivalent
help.
of one bar for those who are in
Because you
different
have
services.
AT&T.
Whoa. Fair. All right.
Back to the game at hand. So we're looking at 4 damage on each one of Brian's characters here. He is finally getting some weapons down, and that's one of the best weapons to get is that Riot Baton. It has that ability with it, so if you don't like how you roll it, you get to roll it again.
It's almost like Roll On,
Roll on!
which isn't out yet.
Vibro
but we like it.
Knucklers.
Vibro
also,
Knucklers? That's a hard one to say. Vibro Knucklers.
Roll it in. What are you doing? Roll it. Oh, because you can just, okay. And replacing that's replacing it very quickly with another. Now, this is where 9s and these Riot Batons get real tricky because their dice look almost exactly the same.
2 melee?
Yep, resolving that
they
very
are
quickly for
moving
2 melee.
Fast.
You got to watch this one. Like, yeah, those Riot Batons, it's very easy to confuse them with the 9s deck. There's those new orders again. So it lets you change battlefields. And another 3 damage. And there goes the Trooper. So Lee was able to claim or do the new orders, claim the battlefield, resolve post special, and that's 3 more damage going out to Brian's characters here. So the Trooper has bit the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. This eMaz deck quite fast.
Bites the dust.
2 focus showing now here with Cunning and Maz, so we know what's going to happen. We know what's coming.
Yeah.
I'm sure Brian knows what's coming.
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Both your big health characters are sitting at 7 damage each.
That hurts.
Thermal detonators and U-wings.
Well, losing 9s, eUnkar doesn't pack any punch. Unless he gets some upgrades out before too long.
And he's not sitting on any resources right now. They've all been spent, and he hasn't really, unless I blinked too fast, he hasn't really used eUnkar's effect.
No. You know, that's a So I played this deck with eUnkar, and it's a complicated effect because if you're rolling out any kind of damage, you're not wanting to remove those die to use eUnkar specials.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough choice.
So we're focusing Poe to 2 damage. So obviously there's
not the 3 that he could pay for.
There's a reason that he wants to keep that resource available,
He's
it
keeping
seems.
he must have something in his hand. So there's a nice Riot Baton.
Or
And if you don't like it, you can roll it again. Oh, that's a decent roll with 9s. He's a fun character to play, and it's nice seeing him reach some of these.
Yeah.
These top tier. I've seen this deck specifically starting to kind of make a run up the meta.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Poe goes in for 2.
But only at 9 health. He's not going to last much longer. He better punch while he can.
Traitor!
Resolving the melee.
4 to Poe. First damage dealt to Poe this turn, or this game.
And he's going to throw one more at Poe, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, Poe claimed the battlefield.
And again, I think primarily today we've seen everybody targeting Poe. I don't know. Maz is just as dangerous right now with that cunning on her. So and we're going to reset that. That focus on eUnkar doesn't do you any good with no other die in the pool.
No,
so
it's always a bummer.
So Lee's sitting on something here that he's wanting these 3 resources for. I'm curious to see what it is.
He wants some money. And he can't be sweating too much right now, given that his characters aren't too heavily damaged.
No, he's played quite well today.
Of course, as we know with Destiny and their dice, the damage swing can go.
Poe has super duper fast hands now.
He is a very fast handy.
Now each one of his hands are fast, not just one faster than the other.
Isn't fast hands plural though? Like
I guess it is.
fast?
That's true. I have fast hands. Now I have faster hands. If you play a third, is that fastest hands? I guess you couldn't.
You
have
couldn't
more
play a
than 2.
third. No.
You'll never have the fastest hands.
Maybe in a team event.
Oh,
Who's
re-roll the baton because you can. Oh, Brian, you're forgetting that ability, buddy. Come on, pal. You're gonna wish you had.
Yeah.
And maybe he re-rolled it behind the screen or behind the view, and I didn't see it. But that's what makes the. Oh, there
he
goes
didn't
9s.
care because he knew it was gonna.
There goes
Maybe
9s.
that's it. He didn't care about 9s. They all got redeployed. So eUnkar is now.
And vibro knives. So eUnkar's got some pretty powerful weapons flying out of him.
If he had had those weapons when he was running after Ray.
Reroll. There he goes. Okay.
Running is a strong word, but.
Yeah, I don't see eUnkar running.
No. That's mine.
Thunking along. Thunk, 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 thunk.
That impression didn't do so well for me.
No.
Sorry. Not like I'm a master at impressions.
So.
Oh. And they conceded, so it looks like Poe Maz
Man,
took the win on that one.
Well, eUnkar didn't have a lot left on him, so now they got to feel for each other, their playing style, what's in their decks.
Yeah.
Lee playing very aggressive, this Poe Maz deck. Very fast, very aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that where we saw in some of the other matchups where each player was sort of taking their time to make their decision, Lee's very confident in what he's doing. He's pushing the speed of the play here. And maybe that's throwing his opponent off. Maybe that's throwing Brian a little off kilter. I don't know. Everyone else has done such slow, detailed kind of a thought process, and these games are moving quite fast.
Yeah.
So, the opponents are responding to Lee to continue to play just as fast. And maybe that's causing it to. You can always slow down a little bit. Take your time. Think it through. What's
Absolutely.
in your hand? What can you do next?
What can you do
There's
next?
a lot of moolah on the table.
Legit moolah.
No pun
Like,
intended.
There is a lot of money. $1,000 is nothing to shy away from.
Well, and it's easy to get in that rhythm. When your opponent's playing that fast, you start playing that fast too, whether that's good or bad. If that's not your normal playing style, it could throw you off. So here we go. We're going to start game 2 here in just a second. All the games here at table 1 running a lot faster than some of the others.
Absolutely.
But right now we're at the top 4. So the winner of this match is going on to the championship match. And they're going to play for not only those 1,000 smackaroos, that's right, folks, $1,000 bills. But they're going to go for that championship mat that you can see there in the background.
It is all about the Benjamins, baby.
Lots of Benjamins.
What?
10 of those Benjamins. I did math.
Yes. 10 Benjamins. That is correct. Because Benjamin is on the $100 bill.
Thanks for those of you playing along at home.
Way to explain a joke, Jason.
It's not funny when you got to explain it. So, Brian's sitting on opening hand.
Please, mulliganing.
So, yep, I'm not. Fiber knives on 9s. Roll that puppy in and hope it hits good. It's going to resolve it and take a resource. When you get that ability, you want to roll damage. That's what you're hoping to get. But the nice thing is you can resolve that die, although that has an ambush, so I'm hoping. There he goes. Okay.
Friends in low places, so he's going to remove the hit and run. Now we get a good look at his hands.
Oh, he's got Planetary Uprising.
Planetary Uprising's already there, which is something he's going to certainly.
He's done well mulliganing getting in that in his hand.
Yeah, certainly going to play on this first turn if he knows what's good for him.
Yep. So yeah, but with Vibro Knives, well.
Maybe he's going to hold onto his
afford it.
resources for now, just to see. Because now he may want to pay for that damage.
What are we getting with that eUnkar? We're getting a disrupt, so he's gonna want to make a choice with using those resources now or later. Yeah, but the nice thing with 9, I roll that die out, and if I can resolve it, I get to roll it back into the pool again later. So it kind of gives you a double shot at that. So if you get a resource, take it, roll it again, and you're rolling 9s. Not the best roll down here for Pomaz opening up here.
Poe did not. Maz did not hit the focus as he would like.
So he's going to...
But go ahead and do the 3 damage and take the shield for Maz just to keep her going a little longer.
And again, loading up on the shield's pretty quick. So.
Yeah.
Oh, there is that rocket launcher. Oh, that was a good pull.
Rocket launcher.
Good pull from Brian, getting that rocket launcher out of Lee's hand.
And that's 3 resources for him using eUnkar's effect.
Which is very nice, yeah.
That's a good one. So transition, you'll see that Brian is currently sitting on 4 resources, which is great.
And he just took him to the bank.
Ta-da! And we paid for a Vibro-Knucklers.
So we didn't take them all?
I paid for Vibro-Knucklers, rolling in the Vibro-Knucklers to do something.
Is that a mill?
Nope, that's definitely a 2 discard. Oh,
got that. Wow.
And cunning.
That's what he wanted out of Lee's hand. That great play there for Brian. Getting a blank on the trooper, but it's okay. Getting a little bit of damage here with 9s. Not a lot. Yep. Gonna re-roll those. Capitalizing on that melee damage, so.
The eUnkar Times Trooper deck, is that a deck that generally contains endless ranks? Probably
not too. You could with the Trooper in there. You could.
Yeah, just to prolong the game a little bit.
I'm looking to see if we didn't really get deep enough into Brian's deck in the first game to see if he has Imperial Inspection in there. That pairs quite nicely with eUnkar in this deck. Not that Pomaz has to really go off of a lot of upgrades. That's not really how that deck is built. On a natural rolled Poe special there. But yeah, that Imperial Inspection will at least make 2 cost upgrades go back in your hand whether you like it or not. Oh, and hitting again with that thermal detonator. Man, that has been a vicious, vicious card for Lee today. Throwing that 3 damage across all 3 of Brian's characters.
Yeah, Brian's currently sitting on, looks like maybe 2 resources.
I think he stacked them. Well, yeah.
But he used to stack them underneath his
Yeah,
plate.
now he's got them off to the side.
That is definitely a hard... yeah, he's got them off to the side, so maybe that's exactly where he's putting them.
If I don't put them in the same place, I lose track of them in getting engaged and playing. Then did I move those over? Did I spend them? Do I have them?
And you'll find a lot of players when they sit down, they say, where do you put your resources? Because unlike some games out there, this game doesn't really have a defined setup.
Right. Doesn't have it. This is where they go. Now there are mats some mats that you can buy that have a space for them.
Yeah, and again, they're not the consistent from mat to mat.
Right.
So where do your resources
go? It's really
go?
individual playing style.
Do you put your are you putting your upgrades underneath your character, beside them? I've seen all sorts of different things.
Mine go to the bottom left, but then I discard on the opposite side of both of these. I discard on my right. And I'm very much, it's the same way every game.
eUnkar rolls in, +2 resource,
+2?
and one resource. Look at that. So he
Yes.
could either use those to discard a card from the hand and get those resources, or just get those resources.
Now, see, that's the opportunity when Unkar's ability really works. That's when you want to use it.
And
But if you're hurting but if you're wanting to spend the resources, it just depends on. Yeah, he went for the resources on it.
I'm wondering, did he actually use Salvage Stand? He didn't exhaust it, but did he use it?
Spending 2 more to go ahead and roll in. Rocket launcher. So away with. Not bad, not bad. Oh, that's a good roll in the Trooper. So getting some damage out of him finally. Oh. I think that's the special on the rocket launcher.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, rocket launcher special, which is
Boom shakalaka.
boom chakalaka.
I think that's actually what it says. I'm kidding. I know that's not what it says.
It's like, what?
And we're re-rolling,
Yeah, we don't want that. We want something else.
apparently.
Oh, that's going to hit pretty nice.
I don't know. I personally might have stuck with the special. That's just my personal preference, but that's what, 2? Oh, pulled the Falcon out of Lee's hand and another detonator, I think. But at least the Falcon is now out of Lee's hand. So Brian doing a great job here, getting some of those hard-hitting cards out of Poe's range.
If only he had pulled that with eUnkar as a fact, because he's Brian's not sitting on any resources right now, which is probably why he didn't want the special.
So reset and moving on.
Yep.
Wilson's a little more even. Brian throwing out some damage on Poe this game. A lot of the players here, it seems it's a little bit quieter, but the majority of folks now kind of watching a lot of the, either they're gathered around watching this particular match or the other one, or they're watching some X-Wing happening back there too. Yep, trading out, good play there, trading out the Vibro Necklers for a Riot Baton, one of my favorites. It's going to resolve for some more damage there on Poe. That was a good roll in for him. So Poe getting dangerously close to the danger dead zone.
Yep.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Yeah, eUnkar 9's Trooper may pull this one out. I mean, of course, Maz is still sitting over there, but it doesn't look like Lee is focusing on working on Maz for the late
upgrades.
game.
Yeah.
Because that's something that can be done with Maz, is to try to throw a DL or any sort of weapon dealing blaster or something.
Mm-hmm. So now doing a switch out with the rocket launcher for a holdout blaster, and then at least he's going to gain that ambush effect now. Resolve for a shield. Now he's flipping out vibro knives for another riot baton. So he's still going to have an additional. Nope, going to take a resource. Nope. Roll it again. He's got to leave it out there this time. That's the thing with a riot baton. With 9's ability, you can roll it once and resolve it. If you don't, and you just re-roll it because of the baton's ability, you don't get to resolve it at that point. It's going to stay out in your dice pool. So that's enough to finish off Poe.
Yeah. The 2 melee? Or is it 3? It's 2?
It's 2, I believe. So Lee's looking for some dice.
Ah,
electroshocking
there it goes.
it. That's what he needed. Wow. But now at least Brian's got a second shot here. So rolling in 9s to see what else he can get. Lots and lots of weapons on there. What does he get? I see a blank that I think he can re-roll. Yep. Back into a blank, so that's unfortunate.
2 melee, a resource. Looks like a plus.
A plus.
2
So
range.
he's got, yeah. Taking the vibro.
Oh, the vibro knife shouldn't have been there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
replaced something
Yep,
else
yep.
with it.
He did.
Poe rolling, Maz rolling in a special focus, which he can use to
Lee's got
focus.
a couple of cards in his hand. Oh, he
Yep.
still has it. He's got that Ewing back.
So it's 2 each. So yep, there goes 9s.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Good play he almost stuck in long enough to help.
Yep. And
So
everything
put it on
redeploys.
Unkar.
Oh.
I know, but I'm surprised by why put all of it on Unkar. I mean, I guess they have equal damage on them, but
2 +3. We have a focus. We have a disrupt. We got a +2 range. Some options there. He also can fire off eUnkar's ability if he so chooses. Looks like Lee's sitting on. Stop shuffling his cards in his hand. 2 cards.
Loft, Hat, Mouse, and Planetary Uprising.
Oh, well, because we can see them in this camera. That's nice.
When they hold them out just far enough, it's perfect. He's going to want to get that Planetary Uprising out if he can.
Do you think if they tie in the final game that we can get the champion, Matt?
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Probably
then I'll
not.
play for it.
Oh, not the game we were just playing.
But we're not done with that game.
I'd have to be really serious.
We're not done with that game. That's just on pause. There's no start overs on that one.
All right, what do we got going on here? Lee's thinking about his next action.
So I will say the speed of play slowed down. Brian has kind of controlled the speed of play a little bit more this round.
Where are we going? Why are you holding?
He picked it up.
Thank you. Oh, he's choosing to actually get the resource when he claims
Interesting.
with that battlefield.
I don't see that. I don't see that battlefield's ability used very often.
Boom. So damage galore. Yeah, he didn't activate that. It's totally cool. What you thinking?
Yeah, Poe's dead.
There's gone.
So good move by Brian.
Goodbye.
He's gonna focus the special for the trooper.
And that is game.
Wow.
So now we're at 1-1.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
each of them
happened
has won
quick.
again. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that last
was a
swing
good
was
roll
great for
for him.
eUnkar. Well, there you go.
So,
That's why
yeah.
eUnkar had the.
1-1.
That's why eUnkar had all the updates. What does it matter? He still won.
Yeah. All right, kids. So we're now at 1-1.
Yep. Winner of the next game.
We've still
will go
got
on
just
to the
a
finals.
little over an hour to settle the score on this one.
Yeah, that 35-minute time limit for a single round can sometimes go to time, but man, 90 minutes for best of 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of time.
It is, and really the gameplay on this has been a lot faster. So.
So we are prepping ourselves for the final match between these two. The winner of this will go to the final round, which is a $1,000 cash payout.
Not a bad payout at all.
Not a bad payout at all. In fact, if someone drops that and wants to give it to us, it's totally fine.
They could drop that too. Yeah, it's okay. I'm pretty sure they're not. They can buy us a soda.
Soda.
Soda. Ohio people are going, what? We don't call it soda in Ohio. We call it pop.
All right, so it looks like we started with Emperor's Throne Room. Of course, in a best of 3 is the previous.
But Lee has often been flipping out that. Well, this time you won it because he's been using that new orders a lot to.
That's true.
Flip that out to his favor.
Yeah, with the best of 3 match, the first game initiative is determined by a roll-off, but second and third game are based on the person who did not win the previous game. That is the politically correct way to say it.
I like that. I think so, yeah.
Loser is the incorrect way if you want to be really kind to people's soul. But whoever lost the previous game gets initiative and control. Initiative.
I like
your
it.
Knee.
Like my knee.
Yes,
like sixpences.
Yes.
Yeah, Vibro Knife's coming out on 9s. Always fun.
Always fun to roll a Vibro Knife.
Except where'd that die go? Oh, that's the worst feeling. Oh, rolling
And a
in
blank.
But he has ambush, so what does he? What do we do with the ambush?
What do we do with the ambush? We replace it. No, we don't. We put out salvage
So
stand.
we put out salvage stand.
Try to deprive the opponent of some resources with that. Of course, Lee, with that early hit and run, has both Poe and Maz out on the field, both showing blanks, which is unfortunate for them.
it is.
But he could claim Emperor's Throne Room and get another special going if he's got the cards in his hand. Looks like
now Brian's kind of hoping for some new orders to flip out that battlefield.
Yeah, it looks like Lee's got a couple options there. Electroshock, it looks like, is getting ready to come out.
Yep.
And there goes the Vibro Knife, which is...
He hasn't rolled 9s in yet, so what... I would have held on to that card and waited.
Yeah.
Because all it's letting him do is putting it back in his pool to re-roll it. He basically just gave Brian a free re-roll.
Yeah. So, what are we doing here? We're thinking. Neither player is sitting on resources now.
Well, that Vibro Knife blanked back.
Poor thing. Gain the
Gonna gain
resources.
some resources.
Yeah, of course,
Discarding the blaster.
Lee did claim, which used the special, which is why he threw the DL over
that makes sense.
over at 9. So
Gotta take some
Brian's
more
going to
resources.
town.
Now,
Setting himself
I
up
was
for some
gonna say,
future.
now he's
And
gonna want to be able to have a weapon to throw out on.
and there's a weapon, a rock.
And throw
man.
a blank. Discarding to re-roll it back into a blank. Oh my gracious,
man,
that's
that's
frustrating
unfortunate.
for him, I'm sure. Yep, just cut your losses. Get yourself 5 new cards. Depending upon how you built your deck, you're gonna get some more weapons than that most likely. Swap them out and go to town. Oh, fast hands down on Poe. Took him a little bit longer to get the fast hands out this time, but there it is. Now Brian with the holdout blaster. Resolving that for a shield, and that's going to give him some ambush. So what's he going to do with that extra action he's got there? Going to go ahead and roll in 9s.
Man. Yep. +2 melee. Special on the rocket launcher. A blank and a shield.
Not exactly what you were hoping for. But
Yeah, the rocket launcher packs a punch, but it's got a couple blanks in there too. It's always kind of scary.
Lee playing hit and run again.
And fast hands on the Poe gives him a couple extra actions too, so he's going to go ahead and he's got the money to do it. So he's going to fast hands the 3. Or was that a reroll? That might have been a reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Discard a reroll.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't. This is what happens when you blank people.
Yeah. Well, I thought the way that he kind of held the card out, I thought maybe he was going to go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
We can't totally hear what they say, so that makes it sometimes a little harder.
So there we go. It's going
Throwing
to
out
roll in the
3.
Maz. Maybe that was the hit and run. Yeah. Yep. So it was. We were right. He was just taking some time to think about it.
That's okay.
So rolling the Maz. Now he gets to resolve 2 of Maz's, or 2 die on the table. He's got the 1, and they really
That's
can't do
all
anything with
he
the
can
other.
really do,
So,
yeah.
blanks
Still,
are
ticking away at
unresolvable.
9s. That's
9's going to go ahead and throw the rocket launcher to do 2 damage to each character. Throwing the first swings there. And clarifying where the damage is currently. It looks like 6 damage on 9s. The other 2 are at full health. 9's is obviously the first target because the most
right now.
dangerous
he
one.
I don't. None of his.
Sorry about
yeah.
that.
None of his
It's past my
current
bedtime.
upgrades. None of his current upgrades on 9 have redeploy, unlike in the last round,
Yeah.
which was really what his saving grace was. So he's gonna want to hope to draw up to get some weapons in his hand and start overriding these.
Yeah, and a really smart 9s player will position themselves to have those redeploys as the last cards they're replacing on their upgrades to make sure they are there as soon as 9s dies. Because you imagine most of these 9s, most of the 9s uncard decks are betting on that ability.
Oh, absolutely.
Of the redeploys, and one of these very strategic about the way the weapons are put down on the table, making sure those redeploy weapons are the last ones to be seen the light of day.
Oh, the focus. So you really don't care what Poe rolls as long as you get a focus out of Maz.
Yeah, so that reroll was a good move.
I'm looking. I can't quite. Well, Lee doesn't have his cards up. I can't tell how many he currently still has in his hand.
Yeah, it looks like
At
Lee's
least a
got
couple.
at least 3, if not 4. So we were doing some discarding, and
Ah,
we'll
nice.
discard the
So
DL.
Brian's getting rid of the DL.
Brian's got one more card in hand.
So now the big question is, does Lee have a card that he can use post special with? If not, you just don't use the focus on Maz. Nope, he doesn't. He's going to pay for that 3 damage. So ticking 9 up to 9. Whoop. 9
I see what
has
you did there.
9
has
damage.
9 damage, yeah.
Rut-row, Reggie. He better start flipping out some of these weapons, or else that Trooper and eUnkar is not going to do a whole lot for him.
Do you know why we call 2199 9s? You know where that comes from?
Well, he has 2 9s in his.
He does have 2 9s, but it does originate from Greg Rucka's book Before the Awakenings,
Interesting.
which is a story about Finn right before the events of the Force Awakenings, and one of his buddies was FN 2199, who was known as 9s amongst the other troopers.
Interesting.
Someone latched onto that. And now it's
Look at you throwing
name of
down
destiny.
some Star Wars knowledge.
You know what? That is
Jason's
why
your
I'm
guy.
broke.
Jason's your guy. If you
That
need
does
to
not
know.
pay the bills,
Jason's
but-
your guy.
Imperial Inspection. We have not seen that today, but that is a card
It's
that
a card
is
that you
the
want
bane
out.
of everyone's existence.
Oh, it's frustrating. To play against it, I was playing a 9s deck against someone that had an Unkar deck and had that. Oh, man, it stunk.
Yep. And there are decks out there that are built to withstand Imperial Inspection. I know we recently had an article on our website about a 4-character deck that that has nothing but 3 cost upgrades.
Right.
It was an interesting idea that Nate put out there. And
It's just hard
It's a
to
hard
get
deck to
those out
pilot,
initially.
but-
Yeah, it's a hard deck to pilot.
But if you can get it right, it's pretty interesting.
I am not the best in resource management. I'm that little kid that got their allowance and went and blew it at the store. And so I struggle with that a little bit. So when you play that Trooper 9's Unkar deck, it usually does generate a lot more resources for you, makes it easier. But
Absolutely.
yeah, that deck that Nate kind of built out is a little bit harder to pilot because it's hard to get those resources. Vibro Knuckler's coming out to get replaced. He's going to resolve that for 1. So now we're looking at, so that'll put, that makes Poe go away. That was only 1. 9, 10, 11. Okay. No. 10.
Maybe he didn't put all the damage on there.
It's true. Well, I know, but I thought and maybe I'm just misreading that die. It looked like it was a 1 melee, which would not have been enough.
Yeah.
So now we have a very squishy Maz on this side of the table.
Maz got
Planetary
6
Uprising
health
down.
left. Planetary Uprising has been played on the table, but it's going to
Lee's
take a
gonna
lot of
have-
claims to get that one
Yeah.
out there.
Lee's going to have to get some upgrades out on Maz if he's going to have any hopes of being able to take out and 4 already coming at her.
So you do find that your really successful Pomaz players are if you can get that tie to the battle going and figuring out that, hey, at some point I'm going to need to put something on Maz or else she's not going to survive.
So now just out there with that blank die, 1 shield, Lee can claim, and that would be enough. Well, Planetary Uprising, I think you get to choose where that damage goes.
Yeah, yes.
So clearly you're not going to... and replacing the... 2 holdout blasters and a flamethrower now. eUnkar and getting that focus.
Getting a shield. And eUnkar's going to just focus to a damage and get rid of... well, that's not enough. Oh, 4. That's right. 4 for 1. But, okay, so Brian is sitting on 2 resources. He's moved his resource placement yet again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But
Oh, now they're down below again.
they're down
Okay.
below. So Brian's sitting on 2 resources.
Well,
so
he's a bit of a busy mat. I like the design on the map, but it's a busy mat, so it's a little hard to... Yep, it's going to spin that. So put white... Okay.
Well, the 4 melee is not enough.
With the shield, so I get it. He's going to roll that out there to try to get that additional damage with his trooper.
He pitched to reroll. He pitched as he doesn't like you to reroll.
There's enough there.
Is it? Yeah. Does he have the money for it? Oh, he's got.
He rolled into some more resources.
Oh, he rolled
so
in
it may
resources
take him
like
a couple of
crazy.
turns. So it depends. Now is the time. Wait a minute. What's happening here?
Has Lee claimed the battlefield?
Yeah.
Yep, there it goes. All
Wow,
right, eUnkar 9's Trooper for the win.
I like that
going
deck.
into the finals. Yeah, so that's great.
Interesting. Wow.
Which is good because I was concerned about ePoe's final. And those mirror matches are interesting, but not nearly as rewarding.
So I'm seeing 9s.
Yeah,
Go to the top. I like
9's
it.
going. Yep. Just like Europeans, eUnkar 9's Trooper is being piloted very well and coming out for a win here.
Yeah, well, Lee still had a great run today. Has played very well. He was the number 2 seed coming into the top 16, so well done for him as well. Good day for him. Even if he's losing here, still great day for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should be very proud.
If you want to check out more content from the Chance Cube, head over to our website, thechancecube.com. We have the Price Watch. We have the Meta Tracker. We've got our podcasts. We've got tons of articles and
We are
fun
here
things.
for you.
So we got a little bit of everything. So check us out, and we'll be back with the final match as soon as all the games are done. So keep an eye on the feed. We'll be back shortly.
Thanks.